Namaskar, myself Amrita Majumdar, Assistant Professor, Department of Music, BZSM Mahavidyapit, Bankura from West Bengal. Today we will discuss about the poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. This is the poem included in the volume called Noivedya. The poem is a prayer to God to protect the nation from evil effects. It is a prayer to the Almighty for a nation free from any kind of manipulative or corrupt powers. This poem is a reflection of the poet's good and ideal nature. Let's talk about the poet. Rabindranath Tagore was born in Kolkata in 1861. He was a polymath who wrote on various subjects and reshaped Bengali literature. Translations of his works were published diversely. Tagore's writings were highly majestic, deeply religious, and imbued with his love of nature and his homeland. He was the first non-European who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. His compositions were chosen by two nations as national anthem, India's Jana Gana Mana and Bangladesh Amar Sonar Bangla. If we want to discuss about the outline of the poem, so there can be seen that the poem was written by Tagore during the time when India was under the British rule and the people were eagerly waiting to get their freedom. He has utmost faith in God. He prays to God with all his heart that he should guide the countrymen to work hard, speak the truth, be forwarded, and logical in approach. Rabindranath Tagore aspires to see his country and people in peace and prosper. He loves his country a lot and wishes for its welfare. Here, the poet is praying to God to grant his country freedom from the shackles of superstitious and bondage of social evils which leads towards perfection. The poet prays to God saying that his country should be free from the fear of oppression and each person should be able to hold his head high. There should be an atmosphere of fearlessness. The country should be a place where knowledge is available to everyone equally and free of cost, without any discrimination on the basis of caste, gender, or religion. He wishes for the country which is not broken up into fragments by prejudice and superstitious, and where people stand united. He wants a nation where people are truthful and words come out from the depth of their hearts. He wishes for the nation where everyone is free to toil and work hard for anything they desire for their own and for the good of the nation. Everyone is encouraged is strive tirelessly till they attain full satisfaction in reaching their goals and perfection. The poet prays to God that Indians should be logical and progressive in thoughts and actions. He wants the power of reason to dominate the minds of his countrymen. He does not want the stream of reason to be lost among outdated customs and traditions. It should be a nation where blind superstitious habits of thought and action have not put out the light of reason, where people's mind should not dwell in the mistakes of the past, not be possessed by it. On the other hand, they should be led by the power of reasoning to be focused on the future by applying logical thought and action. He wants the country to be led forward by God into the freedom of broadened attitude and mindset. He requests the Father to awaken his country into such a haven of freedom. It is only by the university of outlook and an abiding passion for the realization of great human ideals that India will achieve her true freedom. This way alone will she realize her destiny. At last, again, after borrowing the lines from Tagore, must say that wipe away weariness, erase feebleness, bathed in the fire may the earth attain pureness. The remains of despair dry out as you come dear. Blow, blow, blow your great conch of furor. Let the wave of illusion tear. Let it tear. Namaskar.